Grab your earbuds, your favorite drink, and a 5-minute task that you need to get done. Do you need to do laundry, dishes, some dusting? Maybe even just a rest on the couch with a blanket. Either way, do that and let's just chat about life and gardening. Because of some recent struggles and my mental state of lack of motivation, drive, and perseverance, my poor garden and backyard has suffered neglect. I still had one garden bed to remove, which is what you see me doing here, and I hadn't put away any of my flower pots, outside decor, nothing. One day in early November, I took down the other 3 raised beds, but I left this one because it was honestly the biggest pain in the ass. This trellis is about 6 feet or more tall, and the cherry tomato plant inside of it was over 8 feet tall this summer. Anyways, there were no plants needing tended to this Sunday, and I had helped my aunt with her yard work yesterday. So I decided I needed to finish this off. Honestly, about the end of November, I had just accepted that I wasn't going to get this task done before snowfall and deep winter, and had basically just said screw it. Then this day turned out to be a gorgeous and perfect 50-degree day, and I felt like that was my kick in the booty that I had no choice from there but to do it. So I guess what I'm saying is that I may be mildly doing this begrudgingly, but I am happy that it got done. And honestly, what counts is that it did get done. I didn't have to enjoy every second of it, but I did it anyways. I've mentioned this in previous videos, but my biggest mental tip when you don't want to do a task is to literally repeat it in your mind how much better it will look, feel, work, etc. when it is finished. While I'm doing the task, I actually visualize in my brain how it will look, how it will make me feel, and how it will help me by being done. I don't know, maybe this is just a weird thing for me. You tell me in the comments. And if you've never tried it and have a hard time finding motivation, try it and let me know if it worked for you. I do this when I'm cleaning, raking leaves, shipping out orders, doing laundry, basically all the things that I don't enjoy. Another tip I live by is from the mouth of the amazing Mrs. Ruth Ann Zimmerman. Her channel here on YouTube is Homesteading with the Zimmermans. She always says, do the next right thing. When you're overwhelmed and maybe your list looks too daunting, just do the next right thing. Then do it again, and all of a sudden you've done multiple tasks without even realizing it. If you tell yourself that you just have to do one more thing that feels right and maybe not stick to a list, this gives you freedom to do things out of the order that you listed them. Sometimes lists actually hold us back and we don't even realize it. Now, don't get me wrong. I am definitely a list gal. I'm more of a type A personality, and I thrive off of lists, planning, checking things off, and having an outline. But sometimes when I'm struggling mentally, I have to make it even more simple for myself. These are the times I enact Ruth Ann's advice and just do the next right thing. It generally really does help to push me through. So while we're taking down the garden together, let's chat about that a minute. Are there other gardeners out there that are as excited like me for the springtime? It truly is my favorite time of year. Everything emerges and comes alive again after a restful winter. I've lived in southeastern Nebraska my whole life that I can remember, and although the harsh, long winters are a struggle for me every single year, I couldn't imagine living in a region where I don't get to experience all 4 seasons. The spring is my favorite because I love walking around my backyard on a crisp spring morning and seeing what perennials are starting to emerge from the ground, looking for branches that are shooting out new leaves, and romanticizing in my head what this growing season will bring. It's a little way that fills my cup every morning at that time of year. I mentioned in my last video that here in the next month, around the end of January, I will be starting indoor seeds, such as tomatoes and peppers, and starting winter sowing of lettuce and broccoli. And I hope you will come along on that journey with me. It's a super exciting one, and I love to share about it on social media. I love to share my process and updates on my little plants and how they're doing. And I love to teach other people too from the experience that I've gained over the last few years of gardening. And I want to know, do you have a garden? Have you been wanting to start but haven't? If you haven't started yet, what are some barriers in your way? If you do garden, what are some of your favorite things to grow? Thank you for chatting with me, friend, and thank you for being here on my channel. I greatly appreciate it.